Meet the gun that broke Call of Duty forever, the Peacekeeper, which was released in Black Ops 2 as part of the Revolution map pack, I think. But the thing is, this gun just pretty much set the precedent for future Call of Duties to release pretty much whatever the hell they wanted to the public, and they'll just eat it up. If you just include a weapon in it, nobody cares. Everyone will buy it. They ended up doing this with Ghosts, and I believe they released the Maverick and the Ripper. I think those were the two guns that ended up coming out for DLCs in that game. And it's just been a downward trend since. And by the way, I want to point out how great this gun was. When this gun first came out, holy dear God, it was incredible. This thing packed more of a punch than a Randy Johnson fastball and hit harder than a Barry Bonds home run. I mean, it was insane. And it's still, honestly, to this day, having gone back and finally played Black Ops 2, a game that I currently consider the game that probably has killed Call of Duty, is it is still one of the best guns. It's incredible. If you have the right attachments, I was just kind of playing around with it and just having fun. But lordy almighty, is it so much fun to use. Like, it is just still one of the most overpowered guns in the game. And it's kind of like, oddly enough, puts the pay and pay to win. Because everyone and their mother was trying to get their hands on this weapon. When it first came out, I mean, it was easier to get than I think most weapons during the time of, like, supply drops. And probably somewhat in the battle passes, depending on how often you play. But, because all you have to do is you had to just buy the map pack, and all of a sudden it would unlock the gun for you, and then you were happy. And you were running around like a moron or a maniac or whatever you want to throw in there as a word, that you would just tear up lobbies. And it was just so easy to use. It had no recoil, it hit hard, it was an SMG, but had like the stopping power of an AR. It was just insane, and I'm surprised still, to this day, it is one of the most broken things in this entire game. Like, yeah, it had a short mag, but like most of the maps in Black Ops 2 were very well designed, even though, you know, I don't like to really say that good things about Black Ops 2, because I really don't like to say things about Black Ops 2 that are positive, because it just, oh boy, yeah, just, I don't like to say positive things about that game. But the Peacekeeper is truly one of the founding fathers of this awful nightmare situation that we currently have with Call of Duty. If you look at guns that have been released over the last, I don't know, however many Call of Duties since Black Ops 2 that have been from DLC, you can thank this fucking nightmare, because this gun, again, is just so good. It's so filthy, and it kind of gave Activision an excuse. Once they saw people were buying this map pack alone, they're like, oh, we want people to buy more DLC. All we have to do is just include new weapons. At the time, it was kind of cool. I will be honest, like having more content being added to the game, and it always is a very nice thing. This is kind of, Black Ops 2 was kind of the point where they started adding camos and weapons and stuff like that past the traditional DLC that you're used to, which, you know, is kind of nice. It is nice to have more content added to the game. It's just very frustrating when you have a gun like the Peacekeeper that is just tearing up lobbies, and especially now when you have guns that are DLC weapons that are still tearing up lobbies to this day. You know, at some point in time, hopefully this all kind of gets sorted out. I don't mind that I'm getting new content. I really don't. It's just I don't like the fact that essentially you have a pay-to-win system. And I remember, like, I made a video about this a long time ago. I remember saying, like, this is going to be a pay-to-win system for the future. And I remember someone was like, how is it pay-to-win if everybody can get the gun? And I was like, hey, ding-a-ling, ya dingbat, ya moron, this is a pay-to-win system. You're buying the entire map pack just to get a gun that you know is broken and that you want to be able to use because everyone and their mother is using it. You idiot. Like, how do you... God, just some people I don't think had that foresight, and I actually, you know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but I really thought that this gun was going to be the future. Like, this is exactly what they were going to do in terms of, like, adding content and stuff like that. Again, it was a great time. I really loved using this gun when it first came out. It was great, but even now in hindsight, I mean, having the foresight at the time, but in hindsight, God, I hope a lot of people look at this game and go, whew, this is a rough time. I will talk about Black Ops 2 a little bit more at some point down the line. I do have a video recorded about it, but I did want to talk about the Peacekeeper as a full kind of thing, because this thing outshines every single gun in the entire game, just because of its SMG mobility and just kind of fire rate. But it's, God, it's just an AR. It's a small AR, and it's wonderful. So I just want to know what you guys think of the Peacekeeper, and I also kind of wanted to talk about the Peacekeeper being the OG COD ruiner, and that the thing that we bitch about now, meaning all the DLC weapons that I would hope to at some point would just not be released broken, even though it's going to keep happening, to be honest. Let's all be realistic here. But I want to know what you guys think of the Peacekeeper. If you played Black Ops 2, what did you think of the Peacekeeper at the time? Even now, if you go back and play it, let me know what you think about the Peacekeeper and it being the OG grandfather, godfather, whatever, of these broken DLC guns that we keep getting. And do you kind of, now in hindsight, wish that we didn't have a Peacekeeper and that we just kind of had all the core base weapons that we could play? Or, another question that I actually do have, and this is probably the main one, do you like DLC weapons in Call of Duty? Because, I don't know, I'm always torn. I think I'm kind of like mixed bag. I'm always like, I kind of like how this weapon plays, but honestly, this one's so broken that realistically, I can't. It just makes the game unplayable because everyone's using it. So I just want to know what you guys think in the comment section below, because I genuinely am curious what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, well, that's kind of sucky. But if you enjoyed it enough at all, then maybe you could subscribe to the channel and help me out. That way we can all grow together and stuff like that. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and bye.